Hey guys, an interesting lesson I just learned. So, I was just down on the day, $14 or something. I turned off my screen recording. I was about to do the recap, and then Voxel starts popping up. I tried to get filled on a dip in here for the continuation move up over $8. So, I told myself I was done on the day, but then I saw Voxel pop up. And I said, okay, this was on high volume. There's a low volume pullback. What a great opportunity to get in. So what I didn't realize or didn't take into account is that the entire morning the market has been choppy. My P&L has been choppy. Just everything about today has been choppy. So there was nothing out of the gates. There was nothing in the first like the first trade I took was red. There's a lot of warning signs out today that I should have just stopped when I was minus 14. So, unfortunately, I am finishing down 240, but at the same time, I'm happy that I caught it. I guess now, I was up $40, first I was red, like 15, then I was red 40, and then I was back down to red 15, and now after just one trade, I'm down to 240. So I lost $200 on Voxel. So I got filled in this area here, and it was just 400 shares. You can see here, 400 shares. And then I had to sell into this flush, and I was about to take it again. And then I said, okay, I'm feeling that urge of I need to take another trade to make it green, which is kind of what made me take Voxel in the first place, so I already screwed that up, but I did think that Voxel was a good opportunity because we had broken over the daily resistance here of 690, but maybe that was more of the place to get in for the break of 7 or 750 rather than 750 for the break of 8. I think I ended up chasing that a bit. Kind of a shitty lesson to learn at the end of the month, but again, it's improvement. So, improvement over this red day. This red day followed the exact same course. I was green, and then I was pretty close to break even, and then I was small red, and then I just kept digging myself deeper and deeper and deeper into the red. So, I don't know. I can make that in. I've made that in one day before. That is more of an acceptable loss at least. I would have loved to have just lost $14 and been doing this recap, but that's not what happened. So that is much more acceptable. We're finishing May here, up $1,400 I guess since May the 8th. So I'm gonna start June. We're gonna start tomorrow. The live stream 9:25 a.m. I'll live stream until maybe, 10 o'clock or something, 10:15, whenever I decide to stop trading. And I'm going to use 500 shares for that. For all of June, I'm going to stay at 500 shares as a max position size. So, I don't know, the red days always feel so terrible. It makes you feel like such a terrible trader, like, oh, I went into work and I didn't make money, but there's progression, right? Like February, and yes, I know that I've been increasing my share size, but I started with $152 profit in just 1 month, with 200 shares. So I didn't even make $1 per share the whole month. And then in March, actually, I used closer to 400 for the first 2 weeks, and then I made $400 that month. So doubled the position size, I kind of doubled the profits and then some. I also had some really big red days. So those weren't good. And actually this week I started using, I think, 1,000 shares or just too many shares. So that's why I took bigger losses there. And then April, last month was amazing. Up until the last week, I gave most of it back. I was up around $6,000. Including this day, so maybe more like $4,000. Actually, it'll show me here. A summary. Where is this? Summary. No, that's not right. Summary is $4,800 in 3 weeks of trading. and then I lost $3,300 of it. Oh, you can't see that down here. I lost $3,300 of it in this week. So finished April with $1,600, and pretty much finished May with the same thing, but using 400 shares instead of 1,000 shares. So that's really, really good improvement. And the fact that it was with 1 week taken out. So I started this on May the 8th. So I guess with the month in review, I would just kind of continue what I'm doing. I'm doing things pretty well, and I'm progressing well. I feel like I'm progressing really slowly, but I think even a profitable month for a trader is a very, very hard thing to do. So I'm happy that I did that. I've showed every single day. I'm not making up these numbers or anything. You can go and watch my videos for every single one of these days. So I'm happy about that. It just it doesn't feel as good as you think that it would, being a profitable trader, because you still see your flaws. You still see, oh, I took a stupid trade on Boxel and kind of broke my rules. So I feel bad about breaking my rules, but anyways, I'm progressing. My red days are getting better. So my red days used to be this much, and on these days I would have that urge to take 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 7,000 shares of a penny stock, hoping for that move, and then just move further into the red by another $400 or $500 each time. I don't know why I do that. I think it's obviously something with my personality, but I've been working on that. My last red day before this was better. I lost under $1,000, which was only a day and a half of profit, whereas this was more like a couple weeks of profit, like 2 full weeks of profit. And then today, I'm pretty much just giving back again yesterday's profit and then some. So improvement is what I'm looking for. Going into June, I want to keep up with the consistency and just show more improvement on the red days. I've been showing more improvement on the green days, but the red days are the most important because I can make the money fairly well. But my problem here is excuse me, my throat is always messed up in the mornings. My problem is always losing too much money on the red days due to not controlling my emotions. So maybe I would take 5 revenge trades on this day or something. So, this day I only took 2, which is an improvement. And today I'll call Boxel a revenge trade, but I really wasn't trying to revenge trade. But I shouldn't have taken it. Maybe it would have worked, maybe it wouldn't have. I got stuck in this flush. It was just kind of shit. So, that said, live stream tomorrow morning, 7:25. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks for bringing me over 100 subs. We'll see you tomorrow morning.